It began as a simple adventure. 9 skilled hikers, young and fearless, set out into the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains. But something beyond reason awaited them in the snow. What happened next remains one of the most terrifying unsolved mysteries in history. They were experienced. They were strong. They had done this before. Led by Igor Dyatlov, the group left on January 23, 1959, never knowing that their names would soon be written in horror. February 12th, the day they were supposed to return. But there was only silence. Weeks later, search teams braved the brutal conditions, and what they found was beyond disturbing. The tent was still standing, but something was wrong. It had been slashed open from the inside, their clothes, their gear untouched. But the hikers, nowhere to be seen. Then one by one the bodies were discovered, scattered across the landscape, as if they had run for their lives. Some were barely dressed, wearing only socks and underwear, as if they had fled in terror. And then the real horror began. Some were found with skulls fractured, ribs shattered, but there were no external wounds, as if they had been crushed by an invisible force. One hiker, Lyudmila Dubinina, was found with her eyes missing and her tongue torn out, but there was no sign of struggle, no blood in the snow. What could do this? What kind of nightmare did they face? The Soviet government investigated, but what they found only deepened the mystery. Traces of radiation were found on some of the hikers' clothing, and then there were the reports of strange orange lights in the sky that very night. And then there's this photo. Was it a shadow, a trick of the light, or was something out there watching them? Theories range from the rational to the unthinkable. Some believe an avalanche forced them to flee. Others whisper of secret military tests gone horribly wrong. Some even claim they encountered something not of this world. In 2019, Russia officially reopened the case, only to conclude decades later that an avalanche was to blame. But those who have studied the case know this explanation doesn't fit. 9 souls lost, no witnesses, no answers, only questions. Over 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass still holds its secrets. But tell me, what do you believe happened that night?